We're back.
Yeah, we are back. We're back. So I'm just going to try and sit back a little bit.
I was going to say sit back because I'm so far back myself.
I know.
Not going to see. So we are back. We are live. We were not here for Friday, as you guys know. So this is our first time back in a week.
And because we were last Tuesday, right?
Last Tuesday.
Yeah. Can you move up a little bit and then I can sit back a little
Kelly
bit?
does this. Well, I'm going to get settled before we go live.
But you know what you need to do is push the buttons then next time and you sort it and then I can sit back. Right?
And she can relax.
Yeah.
So how's everybody been? What have we been up to? Well, we're gonna let you guys get settled first. Come and join us, and we will tell you exactly what we've been doing this last week. But we haven't been around on Friday. We were not around on Friday. We said we were going to look to live. We were out.
We've got our customary Starbucks, by the way. So that's all there. The what have you got?
I've got my little cafe. Minnie, hello.
Hey, Minnie.
How are you? You good? It's good to see you back. It seems a bit weird doing the live now. We seem a little discombobulated. Actually,
yeah, a little bit like, oh.
We weren't. So you get yourself settled.
I'm just trying to adjust myself so that I'm in a better position because, like, I feel I'm just turned towards you, and
I am going to turn the lights on actually because I noticed it's a bit dark.
Yeah. So we're going to just try and sort of settle ourselves because we're not doing a very good job.
Well, I'm all right.
Oh, yeah, except you didn't turn on the lights, though, did you?
They're on now.
I'm just now.
Yeah. So, good, Minnie. What have you been doing? We missed you. We did miss you. That's on Friday.
No, we weren't here on Friday.
That's what I said. We missed you because we were.
Oh, right, I see. I thought you meant she wasn't here on Friday. And I said,
no, Minnie was around. Minnie's always around.
I thought we didn't do it live on Friday. So, yes, Minnie, how are you? What have you been up to? What have we been up to?
Well, shall we say?
Go on.
So the reason we weren't here is we went to Bath, the beautiful city of Bath in southwest England. And that's where we spent Friday. Well, actually, in fact, we spent Friday and Saturday there and part of Sunday. Beautiful city. Really, really nice. We have got some... she's in the process of making a video.
Oh.
What video are you doing? I'm looking forward to this actually.
Yeah.
Please let us know when it comes up and then we can watch it.
Yeah, let us know when you're about to upload it or something and then we can sort of watch out for it. I mean, I've got the notification on of when you do it anyway. But yeah, we're looking forward to that.
What's your video? What are you going to actually...
She said she's not going to give any spoilers.
Oh, you're not going to do any spoilers.
That was the last time she said you're not going to do any spoilers, right?
Fair enough. We will wait. We will look forward to and seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So going back to what I was saying, we spent the weekend in the beautiful city of Bath. No spoilers, but you're really going to like it, I think.
Oh.
I'm going to love it. I'm really looking forward to it now. I'm going to guess. I'm not going to say it out loud, but I'm going to guess what I think it is. I'll tell Kelly and then we'll see if we're right. But I am really looking forward to seeing this as well. Please do let us know when it's up, and we'll actually link it in the comments below.
Yeah, not in this one though. Probably in one of our other videos. So as soon as you bring it out, whatever the latest video that we have. No, I can't link. I can only link her channel.
Okay, well, I can't link.
I can't link the videos. Yeah, I can't link your videos, but I can link your channel.
So we will do that anyway. As I was saying, so we had a really good time in Bath. We had a wander around. It will be another video we will be making. So we have got some. We didn't actually do much filming.
No, because it was more of a holiday for us, or you guys call it vacation, I guess. Because it was more of a vacation for us. We didn't do much filming, and we should have done because there was lots to film. But we did do some filming, so we didn't not do any filming.
Yeah, so keep an eye out for that. Hence the reason why we haven't uploaded much this week, because we've not been around. But we do have quite a few videos in the pipeline. The last one, as you remember, we did put in the South Bank video.
Yeah, that was the last video.
We still have the Borough Market to upload.
Yeah.
That's got to go up, so we will put that one up. And a couple more taste tests, which we will let you know.
Oh, yeah, we got a few more.
We did enjoy it, Minnie. We had a really, really good time, actually. It was the weather was nice when we got there, and then Saturday just rain. So we didn't enjoy it. Well, we did enjoy it, but it could have been not ruined it, but it was a bit disappointing that the weather. But it was still lovely nonetheless.
Yeah, because then you had to run in, you know, when it rains, you have to run inside a shop or try and find things. I didn't bring my umbrella. I went and got an umbrella, and we went. There's a chain of shops, a chain of supermarkets called Waitrose, and they're known for being a little bit overpriced. And I went and bought an umbrella, and the umbrella was £20, and my mum was like, "What?" She was so shocked. But it's one of those tiny sort of umbrellas that I could just pop in my bag. Like, it was about that big, pop-up umbrella. No, it wasn't a pop-up. You lifted it up. And then of course she goes, "Oh, I'm going to Primark to get my umbrella," and she paid £4 for her umbrella. And I was just like, oh. But it was a tote, so with tote ones, they're a bit more pricey anyway in general. So yeah, so it was my tiny umbrella, but it's perfect in the sense that I can just shove it in my bag. But inevitably, if the rain is hard, your shoulders will get wet. So the only way that your shoulders don't get wet is if you have one of those massive umbrellas. But yeah.
True, but going back to Bath, it was really, really good. I really recommend it for anybody who's looking for a little staycation or looking to go somewhere. If you're in London, it is only an hour and a half by train.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very quick. And the train station does stop on the right in the town, so which is really good. Very small city, easy to get to. A lot of people, and if you're visiting the UK, a lot of people just come to London. Do go to Bath if you can. You can do the whole city in a day, and relatively cheaply on the train. Obviously, depending what time you go. If you pre-book, you can get it relatively cheaply. You don't need to stay there because, like I said, you can do the city quite quickly. But well worth the visit. We did sample some of the local delicacies, including the fudge. So we got quite a few fudge flavors.
Yes, we did.
The vanilla one was really, really good. I love the lemon meringue and also the cherry. So fudge, how would you describe it? Sort of like a sugar, very, very sort of sugary, squidgy.
I think some people call it a tablet. I think the Scottish call it a tablet.
No, that's something different. That is something different, tablet. But fudge is very sort of squidgy, sweet.
I don't know. There was a Scottish guy at work that explained it to me, a tablet as a fudge.
Really?
That's what he said to me.
I thought it was something different.
Hi, Alistair, because he was the one who told me.
Well, Alistair, if you are watching, let us know the difference between the tablet and the fudge. But we were trying the fudge; it was really, really good. Oh yeah, and we just had a really good time around the city. So we will upload that so you guys can see it. Other than that, just got back. It's just more like a blur, right? Really.
Yeah, it feels a little bit surreal. Like I'm still not quite settled, because normally when we go away for a few days. I think this is the shortest trip we've ever done.
Yeah, I think it was that. Well, unless we do a day trip, but yeah, this has got to be the shortest one we do.
Like a stay-over trip.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it went so quickly. So we got to Bath on Friday morning, and I think we pottered around. Got there about 10:30, and then we sort of pottered around the town. Before we knew it, like I said, we got our room ready, stayed overnight, spent all of Saturday there, stayed then Saturday night, and then came back about 3 o'clock Sunday. And of course, I was working on Monday, so it went so quickly.
Yeah, it was very quick. And I have a bit of a bugbear.
Oh, go on. Yeah, so the bugbear
with regards to the hotel. I'm gonna adjust myself again because I don't feel like I'm comfortable. I don't feel like I'm sitting correctly. So basically, we needed to. I wanted to go to Bath. I wanted you to see your family and things like that. So that's one of the reasons why we chose Bath. Other than it's a beautiful city, because it really is beautiful. It's where all the period dramas are set. So if you watch anything like any of the Jane Austen novels, they're normally centered around Bath, or they go to visit Bath, or in Sense and Sensibility, I think they go to Bath as well. I think. So if you're into your period dramas, your British period dramas, that is, they're normally set in and around Bath, or they go to Bath.
For those of you who don't know, Bath is actually called Bath because of the Vina, how are you?
Hey, Nina.
It was named as Bath because of the Roman baths that are there. So when the Romans came to England and they settled in Bath, they built the Roman baths, which is still there today.
They are. So I was looking for not a last minute trip because I had planned to book something. And so I think I booked it like a week before.
Sorry, Viva, just to say, if you just joined us, we went to Bath over the weekend, so we're just filling you guys in on what happened at our trip.
Yeah. So I booked a Hilton. So I was looking around, we were looking around, and I didn't want anything, like too mega expensive. And I found the Hilton, and it was expensive, but it was the least expensive of all the other hotels that I was looking at that included breakfast and free cancellation. It's important for us to have breakfast included and free cancellation, and they always charge if you want free cancellation, so the price goes up. So those are the two elements that we needed.
Now, for 2 nights, we paid
£558.
Now that is a lot. That is a
That is
lot.
very expensive.
I know it is August, and people are staycationing, but that is a lot of money normally for 2 nights stay in England.
Now that was for so that was booked at the Hilton. Now I did it through bookings.com. So I know that the Hilton will not receive the whole of that £558. Bookings.com will take their portion, and then the Hilton will get the rest of theirs. Now we've stayed at the Hilton before, and we quite enjoyed it, didn't we? We really enjoyed. So it's not like I don't know what the Hilton is like. We stayed in Bath. We've stayed at 2 hotels before. We stayed at the Hilton and we stayed at the Apex. Both very nice hotels.
So they're 4-star hotels, and also as well, we stayed there pre-pandemic. So they've done a major refurb now at the Hilton. So we had stayed pre-pandemic and pre-refurb.
Yeah, I mean, even the pre-refurb, the rooms weren't that bad.
No, they were right.
They were quite nice. But I guess I can't remember the year that we stayed. It might have been 2017 or 2018.
I think it was 2018.
The last time that we went. So maybe a lot has changed in the 2 years that we were there. Right, the last however many years that we were there, I'm not sure. So we went there, and when we got there, they told us that we couldn't check in until 4 o'clock. Now, that is unusual within a hotel. But when I used to work in hotels, sometimes it took housekeeping a long time. So if people had booked late checkouts and things like that, it then holds back all of the it holds back all of the day. So reception can't get the rooms back in order to give them out to people.
Now, I have never, ever been on holiday and gone anywhere where you cannot check in till 4. That's the first time I've ever heard that. I know it probably does exist, but I found that quite unusual. I've never, ever heard that before. You cannot get into your room till 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
In the afternoon. Now, when I was working in hotels, this was a number of years ago, we had to tell. So if we were getting in groups and tours, we would have to tell them, I'm sorry, but your room's not going to be ready till 4 o'clock. And of course, shock horror, they've been sitting on a bus for I don't know how long, a coach
or a plane.
So basically they would have sat on a plane or a coach, but it's a coach tour, so more tours than flights. So they would have been sitting on a coach. They would have been doing their tour all around the UK or all around Europe or whatever it is that we were doing, and they would come to us. And we were a London hotel, and we'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you can't check in till 4, but you're quite welcome to leave your luggage." Now imagine, it's whatever time in the morning, and you cannot get to your room until 4 o'clock. That's crazy.
Well, I've never heard that before. This is the first time I'd heard it. So I'd never heard that before. Normally, it's different in the United States because you can check in pretty much on arrival, but I've noticed. But in UK, that is pretty never as late as 4, but it normally is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon or noon.
The thing is, when the hotel is full, that is what tends to happen. And because they were full, because they only had a few rooms left on their site, I knew that they were full. So it wasn't a surprise to me when they said 4 o'clock. Because if you're an individual and you're one person and they've got one room back, yes, you can go in. But if there's several rooms and all of the rooms are booked, then what you also have to allow for is not all the rooms are in service. So some rooms the aircon might not be working. Sometimes something might be broken in the room. They can't utilize that room, so they will have a portion of rooms that they can't utilize. So let's say they might have about 5 rooms that they can't utilize. Those 5 rooms, they can't put anyone in there. Plus you might have staff staying. If they're doing late earlies, again, they can't utilize those rooms because the staff are staying. All sorts of reasons why all of the rooms cannot be utilized. So so we went off. We didn't mind. We left our luggage and we went off, and we went shopping and we did a few things, blah, blah, blah. We actually went out to eat because your parents came.
Yeah.
And then we went, and I had a reservation booked for 4 o'clock. So we went out, we went to eat, we had a lovely meal. And then, so we didn't even get back to the hotel till about 6 anyway. So we got back and we were able to check in and we got our room key. Well, I got in the room and I just thought, this is not up to my standard of what I'm used to.
No.
So at first I didn't think anything of it, and I did a quick vlog. Mark went to walk his parents out, and I did a quick vlog of the room, and there were a couple of things that I picked up. So anyway, at that time I was so tired, I didn't really pay much attention really to the room. But as the time went on, so in the morning when I woke up and I really inspected the room, I thought, no, the bathroom was filthy in the sense that there was soap scum so basically there's a little basket that hangs on the wall where you might put your toiletries as you're having a shower or whatever. That was full of soap scum. And they hadn't even cleaned the shower head. There was soap scum within the door handles.
Hi, Alina. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
We were just filling everybody in on our little trip. So this weekend we went to Bath, southwest England. So we did a little trip. So Kelly's having a little rant about the hotel.
Yeah, the bathroom was the main problem. I mean, there were marks on the mirrors that should have been cleaned and things like that. That was in the main bedroom, and the sideboard where maybe you would have something to eat or write, whatever it is.
Minnie went, ew, that's so bad.
Right.
Now, me being a typical guy, Minnie, I didn't spot this until Kelly pointed it out. But, however, it was not what you expect of a 4-star hotel. Like Kelly said, there's sort of some scum there.
There were stains on the taps that should have been cleaned. There was what do you call it? What do you call it?
Yeah, I mean, just like
toothpaste marks on the shelf, things like that. Just things that should have been cleaned. Now,
not something you'd expect from a 4-star hotel.
From a 4-star hotel. Now, people get confused what the stars actually mean. A 4-star hotel, when you have stars for a hotel, that only means the facilities. Yes, it doesn't mean anything else. It means, yes, they have a swimming pool. Yes, they have a restaurant. Yes, they have a this. Yes, they have a that. That is what your stars in a hotel actually means. It only means the facilities that the hotel carries. So when you book a 4-star hotel, it could be a rubbish hotel, but it just has all the relevant facilities that gives it the 4 stars. But when you think of 4-star, you immediately apply the meaning of 4-star service or 5-star service or 3-star service.
But that being said, you would expect that as a basic prerequisite. If you're going into a room, you want it at least clean. Now, the thing is, bear in mind, we are in a pandemic.
Yes.
So you would... All right, okay, fair enough. Now, they did say, little sticker said, we don't automatically clean your room. So basically, if you want room service, you have to request it. Now, your mum didn't know that. She was waiting for expecting room service, which never turned up. So you do have to...
Sorry, he means not room service. He means the room to be cleaned.
Yeah. Maid service, as they call it. Yeah. No, that's not the right term.
Yeah.
But, of course, one prerequisite is if you're changing from room to room. In other words, if one person leaves and another person comes, it should automatically always be clean, especially in times of COVID, because you don't know. In theory, the person came before you could have
potentially
COVID.
Right.
So,
or you yourself could potentially have COVID.
Yeah, so you'd want to clean it. But I was really surprised when we came in there. I got no evidence they hadn't cleaned it, but it didn't look like they had.
And it didn't smell. The room didn't smell bad, but the room didn't smell like it had been sprayed or anything like that.
No, not
to
at
give
all.
it a clean sort of smell or anything like that. So so anyway, I took photos and everything else, and I thought I'm going to complain about this, but because it was our anniversary, and because my mum was there, I didn't want to upset my mum, and I didn't want to cause a fuss on the weekend. So my plan was to just complain at the end. Now, there were certain standards, and Mark is absolutely right. We're in COVID times. That room should have been spick and span. We couldn't check in until 4 o'clock. If you can't check in until 4 o'clock, why was the room not clean? Why was the bathroom not cleaned? You've made us wait till 4 o'clock. So basically, did you only change the bed and make the bed, and that was all you did? Maybe run a Hoover, because the mirrors weren't done. There was fingerprints all over the mirror in the bedroom. The sideboard didn't look like it had been cleaned. So my question is, and when I saw them in the corridors, I never saw any bedding being taken away and
Minnie
things
said
like
happy
that.
anniversary since you mentioned it. Thank you, Minnie.
Thank you, Minnie.
So,
thank you.
even though you wouldn't guess it, well, we're in Kelly's in mid-rant.
But
we will do some positives after this.
Yeah, we will do. But what my bugbear was, because it was, Mark's parents were there and all of this, I didn't want to cause too much of a fuss. But anyway, on the way, so we were having dinner on the second night. So we had dinner on Friday, and then we were now going to dinner on Saturday. And as me and my best friend Evelyn, because I think Mark must have taken the stairs. So as we walked to the lift, I heard a couple saying, "Yeah, and tell them this isn't clean either." And then she closed the door, and then a lady came out. And then when she got to the lift, I said, "Oh, I'm sorry that I overheard your conversation, but I take it your bathroom is not clean." Now, my mum and Evelyn had already told me that their bathroom wasn't clean either. So our bathroom wasn't clean. My mum's bathroom wasn't clean. And the lady, she was confirming that her bathroom wasn't clean. So if 3 rooms and the bathroom is not clean, that must mean the whole floor, the rooms are not clean.
So Kelly picked up on that, instantly made friends.
Right. So she said to me, I must come downstairs with her to complain. I said, I can't. I've got to go. We were all dressed up. I said, I've got to go to dinner. I said, but my plan is to complain tomorrow because we were checking out on the Sunday. So I'm going to leave my luggage, and then I'm going to go out. When I come back, I will make my complaint then. And I'll show them pictures and all of this. Because she told me she had taken pictures as well. So anyway, we went off, we had dinner and all that. Then the next day I said, right, it's time for us to check out. We left our luggage, we went off. Then when we came back, just before we were going to take the cab, we were paying our bill, and I went to speak to the lady, and I said, we've paid. I said, I know you've had complaints because I've spoken to some of the other people in the hotel on our floor, and I know they came down last night to complain. Now, as far as I'm concerned, since they've complained, I don't know if anything's going to be done or if you're going to take action.
Evelyn, hello.
Hey, Eve.
You're all right. We were just talking about the hotel.
Yeah, we're just talking about
Evelyn
the hotel.
came with us to the hotel.
So I just said, I don't know if anything is going to be done on your part, but, we came here for our anniversary and that bathroom was a mess. And, that is not on. I said, I've got pictures and I'm going to upload them online. And she was like, oh, yes. And I said, now you have housekeeping, right? So you've got a load of housekeepers. I said, your housekeepers are young people, which is not a bad thing at all. It's not a slur or anything like that. In fact, if anything, they've got the energy to clean the room, right?
Even said, oh my God, the nastiness.
Yeah. So as far as I'm concerned, the young people are the ones who have the energy to clean the room, blah, blah, blah. They just don't have the experience and they haven't been trained. And I said, it's to do with your housekeeper. I said, I don't know your housekeeper, but your head housekeeper should be going. When I worked, what happened is the housekeepers, they go and clean the room. The head housekeeper then comes and checks the room. If there's a glass with like lipstick on it, the head housekeeper will just switch it out. And then, but if there are certain things that haven't been done in the room, like lots of things, the head housekeeper will go to that housekeeper and say, you need to come back, you need to redo that room, it's disgusting, or whatever, or they have to remake or do whatever it is. So they come back and redo the room. Clearly the head housekeeper doesn't care. The head housekeeper.
Well, be careful what you say, so you don't know.
No, I said that to the lady.
Oh, okay.
I said that to the lady. It's what you're saying. Whoa, it doesn't care. What do you mean? The head housekeeper had to check it. The head housekeeper has to, as a manager.
Lucky I'm not the head housekeeper.
Right. As a manager, if you have staff working under you, you must check their work, right? To know that they are doing the work correctly, to know that it's going out correctly, and all of that. There comes a point when you can trust your if you're a manager, your staff. However, within the hotel industry, within housekeeping or anything like that, a restaurant, the hotel restaurant or anything like that, you have a head person that goes behind all of the staff and checks every single thing. Gordon Ramsay, if he's working in his restaurant, is going to check all the dishes before they go out. It will get to a point where he can just leave the restaurant, but he will hire someone that will also check the dishes, who's going to run the kitchen. When you are going to a hotel and you have a room, you have a head housekeeper that goes and checks every single thing. And I said to the receptionist, your front of house manager or your duty manager, whoever is in charge of your front of house, needs to have a conversation with your head housekeeper, because your head housekeeper has a problem. The young one, if I'm young and I'm coming to be trained, to be taught by you, you have to teach me how I'm going to clean, how you want things done. You have a standard, and I must reach that standard of your cleaning of the bathroom, of the this, of the that, how you want, what, there is a set standard that must be reached in order to make sure that that room is on point. Now, if you're not training me correctly, that is not my fault. That's your fault, because you haven't trained me correctly. So as far as I'm concerned, it's not the housekeeper's fault, it's the head housekeeper's fault, because the top person has to make sure, and they are supposed to go and check every single room. So if you have a head housekeeper on that floor, they have to check every single room. Checkout is at 11 o'clock. Why could we only check in at 4 o'clock? If checkout is at 11, that does not make sense that we're checking in at 4. Now, you could put it down to COVID and say, oh, we don't have enough staff and all of this type of stuff. But you didn't know yesterday that the hotel was going to be fully booked today. You knew months ago, because people are booking, that your hotel is going to be busy. So it's up to you as a hotel to employ the correct amount of staff in order to get this done. Now, all of that is irrelevant to us, because we paid £558 for a service, for a room, for a service and a standard. £558 for 2 nights with breakfast. If you're not reaching that standard, why am I paying £558? This does not make sense to me. So I said to her, regardless of whether we paid £558, I understand that bookings.com gets a portion and you get the rest, but that is irrelevant to me. The simple fact is we've paid £558. Whether a portion goes to you or not is irrelevant. So if I'm coming in, if I came in at 4 o'clock and the room was clean, spick and span, blah, 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 I wouldn't have had a problem. But I've got in, you told me I can't check in till 4. I get in at 4 and the room is still not done. How is that? And then they have the cheek to put a sticker on the door to say that the room had been cleansed and cleaned. No. Now, there is some positives to this story, which I'm going to come in now. So, as Kelly did raise this with them as well, they did end up giving us a discount, to be fair. So they did say... Which we haven't received yet. No, we haven't received yet, but they did offer the discount, which is good. 25%. So that's quite good, I thought, even though I know was the Kenny-ness of it. That aside, the actual hotel itself is very nice, I thought. It's been nicely refurbed. So the eating area, they got a little dining area, they've got a little bar area. That was quite nice as well. The breakfast was nice. I did enjoy the breakfast. So you have a traditional cooked breakfast, or traditional English cooked breakfast, which you have in the morning. Choice of cereal,
toast. What else did they have?
Compotes, yogurts, fruits.
Yeah, fruits, all of those things.
Sausage, bacon, beans,
hash
eggs,
browns,
toast.
Yeah, that's it. You remember it all. Yeah, that was it. Scrambled egg, fried egg. Now the
pastries.
The only thing that I was surprised about, and it did surprise me, was that they've reintroduced self-service. Now I know with a lot of buffets and stuff, they've stopped self-service purely because of the pandemic. So as you can probably, I don't know, for those of you who remember pre-pandemic, it seems so long ago now. You used to have a load of trays and a load of spoons, and you just help yourself to your thing and put it on your plate. Now, over the pandemic, that pretty much disappeared from restaurants. So the idea is, even if it were buffet, you could have as much as you like. Someone will get the food for you. So they will give it to you in little portions, or you give them their plate. They do that and give it to you that way. I was very surprised to see that they actually reintroduced self-service. It literally was that. So all your trays or plates or whatever it would be, with a spoon or a tongue or fork, and that's just left there. So everybody's touching that same utensil to feed themselves. That did surprise me. So I don't know if that's extreme confidence from the hotel that it's all going to be okay. But so we did vlog that, and we did mention it. So just be wary if you do go. That's what's going to happen. So you might want to. I did notice actually a lot of people. To be fair, they did put hand sanitizing units all around the breakfast area.
But it's again a choice whether you use it or not.
Oh yeah, it's a choice if you use it or not. But yeah, you just know. For me, still at this point as well, using the same. Say there's a spoon that you serve yourself, a giant spoon. You grab that, and then the next person grabs that. The next person grabs that. Now, you know where I'm going with this. If somebody grabs it and they've had something or COVID,
doesn't even have to be COVID.
No, you're going
to
spread that. Well, I mean, to be fair, I had no problem with it pre-pandemic. So if it's anything else, but just thinking in these times, that did surprise me. However, the food quality was really good. I did enjoy it. I thought it was good. And also as well, like I said, it's a nice location. If you ever do go to Bath, the Hilton is really pretty much in a really close walk, especially to the Abbey. It's about a 5-6 minute walk from the Abbey, the beautiful Bath Abbey, but also probably about a 10-15 minute walk from the main shop. So it is really, really close. You can get into town very quickly from there. You've got a Waitrose right next to it. So if you do want to get yourself some snacks, which is a supermarket. So if you want to get some snacks or anything, it's right there. And those are the positives. I thought be fair, they had some really good positives there.
There are good positives, but it's for me, I would not recommend staying there until they've lifted their standards. That is my advice.
And that's difficult because unless you go there regularly, you won't be able to say whether or not they've
lifted those standards. I feel that there are single rooms and there are double rooms, and I believe we will put in a single room because I requested a double. So when I originally I booked 3 rooms. I booked 2 doubles and I booked a twin room. Now I had to cancel a room, which is fine. So it ended up being 1 double and a twin room. Now, when you go as a single person, there's no such thing as single beds anymore. It's normally a double that they give you. However, the bed that we stayed in was not a queen size double. It was smaller.
No, it was a titchy
than a queen size
bed.
So during the night, I had Mark's elbow in my face.
I didn't mean that.
Or his knee, or something, and I just felt and it's only now that I come to the realization. I think we will put in a single room. My mum's room was much bigger than ours, and that was a twin room. So I think a double room, like a proper double room, would have been bigger. But I think we will put in a single room, like a single person's room. So that bed was big enough for one person.
It would make sense as well because, like I said, the hotel was full, so they were utilising the space that they had.
Yeah.
But that aside, it didn't ruin the enjoyment of going to the city.
No, not
recommend
at all.
The city.
The city is completely separate. Now, the city is very beautiful.
Mm.
And we shot some really lovely scenes around the city. What else did we do? We did a lot of shopping. Well, I say we. My mum and Evelyn did a lot of shopping.
Busted. So there's plenty to go there, plenty to see, plenty to shop, and also as well because it's very small. The actual shopping area is quite small, so you can get around it quite quickly, which is a good thing if you don't want to do a lot of walking. But a bit of a dangerous thing if you are going to shop, because you can go from shop to shop to shop to shop to shop,
Yeah.
to shop, shop very, very quickly.
I didn't even have time. We didn't even have time to show Evelyn and my mum like around Bath
No.
and you know, up to the Royal Crescent or anything like that.
No, the circus or anything
Yeah,
like that. So
yeah.
it's not an actual circus, by the way. It's actually a really pretty sort of round collective of houses, actually. So,
A little bit like Oliver, if you've ever watched Oliver, and he sings, "Who will buy this wonderful feeling?" And then you see it's a lot like that scene, really.
if you've never seen Oliver, you won't know what that means.
No.
But yeah, it's very, very pretty. If you Google it, you'll see the circle in Bath. You'll get to see it. Very, very nice. That was amazing. And like I say, it's just very historic type town.
Yeah.
If you like that type of thing. So throwing out to you, that's our little, I say very, very mini sort of review of what we got up to. Has anybody ever had a really nice or really disastrous hotel? Have you? One thing I was going to ask is, anybody, talking of cleanliness, has anybody ever had to go out and buy their own cleaning products in their hotel? I know you have.
Yes.
But it's been so bad. We didn't do that. It wasn't that bad.
No.
But have you ever had to do that? Or have you ever been in a hotel that you were really, really impressed with, that you've actually thought, wow, I can't believe I'm actually at this hotel?
In all my times of traveling, I've only had to complain 3 times about a room.
Really?
Yeah.
So that was one.
When we went to Paris.
Oh yeah.
That one. In that one, I just changed the room.
I won't get us started on that.
That one. I just changed hotels altogether.
Yeah, we had to change. That was a really.
That was a really bad room.
What was the other one?
Was
that one in Spain?
In Spain.
I didn't go to that trip. That was years and years ago, wasn't it?
If you ever go to which one of the Costas was it? It wasn't Costa Blanca. It might have been Costa Blanca. If you ever go to Spain and you see a hotel called Casino Royale, don't stay there. Whatever you do, don't stay there. I'm warning you now. Go and read the reviews.
Also, Minnie said I had a great stay at the Hard Rock Hotel when I went to Orlando in 2019.
Nice.
Where's the Hard Rock, Minnie? Is that in?
Is that right in the mid? Is that where the actual Hard Rock Hotel is? Where the Hard Rock? Oh no, that's off-site now.
Because I was wondering. First of all, I thought you meant it was the one actually in Universal Studios, but it's not.
It's not. That's the restaurant.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But I saw. I think one of the trackers did. I think it was Tim Tracker that did a review.
What, on Hard Rock?
On Hard Rock, I think.
It's part of the hotels that are in Universal.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Wow. Do you know, that sounds amazing. I would love to do that. How far is that from Universal Studios? Is it right in Universal, or is it just off from there? Could you walk to Universal Studios?
A couple of the hotels you can.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was wondering.
So
could you actually do that? Walk to the Universal Studio from there? Because that'd be really amazing.
I think, is that their latest hotel, the Hard Rock? I'm wondering. I feel like that's one of their latest hotels.
So what's the best hotel you've stayed at? What's the one that you really like the most? I'm trying to think as well.
The one I really liked the most was when we went to Mauritius.
Which one?
The thatched one.
La Perroque.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really liked that one.
That was nice.
I didn't mind Le Méridien. I thought that one was quite nice. What's your favourite?
Oh, that's difficult.
Room wise, not hotel, but actual room.
So Minnie said, yeah, walking about 15 minutes if you take the water boat. I thought so, yes, because we did look at that actually. There were hotels. There's that little waterway, isn't there, in between the park. So walk about 15 minutes, or take the water boat that gets you there in 5 minutes to the park.
No, I think you're thinking of the Disney one because we did that for Disney, not for Universal.
No, Universal. No, we didn't do it. No, we didn't do it.
Yeah.
But I did read review that there is a lake there that goes through to Universal as well, and that's the same lake that goes out into the front by the boulevard. If that's the same one, that's the one I'm thinking of as well. So where you've got the Hard Rock Cafe, and then you've got Toothsome's Chocolate Emporium. There's that little waterway, and I think that waterway, like you say, goes off into the other hotels there. Oh, that must have been amazing! So quick to get there as well.
5 minutes. Ooh.
That's amazing. I would love to have a hotel actually like that for the vicinity.
Yeah.
The actual vicinity.
Yeah. What was the nicest hotel?
Nicest hotel room wise, that's a difficult one. The ones I've been to are pretty much all bog standard. So I wouldn't say there was one that leaped out more than the other. La Perrotte was lovely. I'd probably say that was one of the highlights there. But I did like the Apex in Bath because it was such a nice big room.
Yeah, but Les Meridian's room was bigger than that.
Yeah, but Les Meridian was all right. It was nothing special. The room was okay.
Yeah, I thought the room was nice at Les Meridian, but if you're talking about size-wise...
Minnie said, yeah, there's a boat ride between the hotels, and that's you got it, Mark. Yes, I thought it was.
The other room that I liked was the one at the Warwick.
Oh, yeah, that was lovely. So the Warwick is in Brussels.
It's in Brussels. I really liked that room.
Now, I don't know why, but going back to Minnie's point in Orlando, my favourite hotel in Orlando that we've been to, so it's not the best one necessarily, Homewood Suites.
Oh, yeah. Homewood Suites is good.
I love Homewood Suites. Homewood Suites on the Strip in Orlando.
International Drive, yeah.
Really like that one as well. Lovely big rooms. You actually get a almost like a living room.
It's a suite is what it is. Yeah. So hence the name Homewood Suites. So you have your living room and you have your bedroom. And I know that some properties in Disney and Universal do have suites, but they are so expensive and they're more DVC for the DVC clients rather than for the likes of us. And if we were to rent them, they would be so expensive. But staying at the Homewood Suites is really good. It's convenient for us because you've got the living room and you've got the bedroom, and in the living room, if we want to sit down and have something to eat, we can sit down together and eat. But equally, we could do that when we stayed at Park MGM at Vegas.
Yeah,
because we had a little table there in front of, but it just didn't have all the kitchen facilities. See, the kitchen facilities are really good because you've got your fridge, freezer, and the big one, so we can have all our takeaways if leftovers. There's microwave, there's a stove if you want to cook.
Yeah, I really love that one. So that for me is probably one of my favorites because it had so many facilities to it. Normally, I'm used to like a European type hotel, which is essentially all you get is a bed, a bedside, a TV, and that's pretty much it. Yeah. You might be lucky and get a fridge.
You might be lucky.
But the fridge tends to be a very small little mini bar, which is full anyway. And as soon as you open it, they start charging you for anything. You
move anything, it's all weighted.
Yeah, exactly. So but that's what I did love about going to Orlando was the fact that you did get all that space, the cooker, and that was one I wasn't used to before. I thought, oh wow, they've actually got storage in here.
Yeah.
Now I did like, although they're not massive in Las Vegas, it's very similar. It's just basic facilities, but I love the fact you're in one of those main hotels in Vegas.
Yeah, on the Strip,
especially the themed ones. I don't know why. It's one of the cheaper hotels, but I really enjoyed staying at Excalibur because it looks like a castle. I really enjoyed that. I know it's not the best looking, but I really enjoyed staying there.
It's reasonable. Like if you want the Vegas experience and you can't afford to stay on one of the main hotels, I feel like staying at Excalibur is very good and it's very reasonably priced. The more money that you save means the more money you can spend on your holiday. That's how I feel. That's why I try to save as much money as I can. I spend a little bit more on flights in the sense that we'll book economy, but then I bump us up to premium because Mark obviously needs leg room. But the more money that I can save, or that I can save us, then it's the more money that we can spend on holiday, really. So that's the way I tend to look at it.
I do like this thing that Minnie was saying, though. I've never had that where the hotel has a boat trip which goes straight to the parks. That would be amazing. And Minnie, which one did you elect to do? Did you walk it or did you take the boat? Just out of interest. I think I would do a little bit of both just to see what they're
Yeah,
like.
I would do a little bit of both because I'd want to see the scenic route, the walking. And then the other times I'd probably take the boat, I think. But it would depend on how many people, like if it was I mean, they don't have too many fireworks at Universal anyway, but if it was emptying out and I just thought, oh, it'd be quicker to walk than to try and wait for a boat, then we'd walk back or something like that. That's what.
Well, one thing you could do, taking that boat tour, because it does, as Minnie said, goes right into the Boulevard Walk. On the way back, you could grab yourself some food from Chocolate Twosome
Chocolate Emporium,
or some other little bits, and then take that on the boat and take that back. Minnie said we took the boat because we're walking the whole. Of course, yeah, the whole time because you do a lot of walking around the park.
You do.
We did the whole time, so allowed our legs to take a break to get there. But we took the boat. Actual fact, that's a very good point. You do when you do go to the parks. My God, do you walk? I don't think I've ever done so much walking in a day as when I went to the Universal and Disney parks.
Yeah, we do. We walk a lot
all day. And you don't do that when we went to Vegas so much. You do go up and down the strip, but you tend to sort of sit in the hotel for great parts. But Disney Park, Universal Park is a lot of walking.
I don't tend to find that we sit down in hotels a lot, but I tend to.
If you're like gambling at the machine, you would.
Oh yeah, but we don't gamble like we don't. You know what we do?
Ka-ching.
We tend to gamble. Say like we can't. It's 2:00 in the morning and we can't sleep. I'll say to Mark, should we go downstairs and play a couple of the slots? But yeah, other than that, we don't. Yeah, I don't think we do.
Minnie said, I reached my step goal on the watch super quickly when I was there.
Yeah, I bet you did. I bet you did.
I bet you did 10,000 steps just getting there.
I did 11,000 when I was in Bath.
I was going to say it's really easy to do. Just once round that park, you get thousands of steps.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. You'd be doing way more than 10,000 steps in a day. Way more.
I wonder if you're on a ride and you're doing your steps, does it count the ride as the steps? Especially if you're doing something like the Spider-Man ride or the Transformers, because it moves and jolts so quickly.
But irrespective,
that counts.
Yeah, irrespective, because I think because you're burning calories, because on a ride you'd still be burning calories because you're moving.
Not as much. Well, I suppose it's what I tell you. What burned it would be the adrenaline.
Yeah,
that was certainly.
You definitely still be burning calories. But there was a hotel that they stayed at, which it looked like a little Venice. All the hotels looked like they were in a row. All the sort of blocks. I must look up which hotel that was. It was for
Florida.
Yeah, it's in Florida, but I can't remember. I'm sure it's for the Universal side, not for the Disney side. And it looks like little Venice. It looks really, really nice. And I would like to stay at that hotel because that looks so nice. I'm sure it's the Universal side, not the Disney side. But there are a few of the Disney hotels that look amazing as well. But there are a few of the DVC hotels. I think, you get a little sweet, because I love the kitchenette bit. I don't like the wet bar, but I don't want a microwave. I actually want a stove, and do you know what I mean? And also like the laundry washing, the washing and the dryer. Washer and dryer would be good.
So Minnie said no, it doesn't. So it doesn't count the rides as walking. It tracked the movement of your normal normal strides. Right, okay, with your arm movement. So I checked constantly, and it didn't track when I was on a ride. Oh, that was a shame. The one I think it would have done is that, like I said, I keep saying it with the Spider-Man ride. So in your car, of course, your little car spins as you go around. You've got your 3D glasses on, and I think Dr. Octopus, doesn't he? He comes in, grabs a little, looks like an electric cable, sticks it on your car and goes, time for a shot, and the whole thing just jolts. Yeah. Oh, that was such good fun. Really,
and then you go off spinning.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It spins the whole thing around. So I just wondered if that was the case, Minnie, that as it span, your little pedometer would mark them as little steps.
Yeah.
I suppose the same would be with a roller coaster. If you're going round and round and round and round and round and round like this, and it's turfing one side left and right.
On a pedometer it might, but she's got the watch.
Oh, of course, you got the watch.
Yeah, she's not got pedometer. So,
I got
yeah.
the little cheapy pedometer when I use mine. So
Minnie's
got the proper equipment.
Yeah, so she'll have like probably like a smartwatch of some sort, maybe a Samsung or an Apple. I've got Fitbit.
Okay.
Yeah, so if I'm wearing my Fitbit, it monitors my heart, it monitors walking, how many steps, how many calories that I've burned, how well I slept, if I woke up, when I went into deep sleep, when I was not in deep sleep, all of that. So it monitors all of that.
Oh, okay. So that is quite sophisticated. No, I was just out of interest, really. I was just going to see whether or not that was the case. But anywho, it's a no.
So I went off last week because I had a phone call. So we were talking about Friends, but you said you only spoke a little bit about Friends.
Yeah, we didn't in the end. Sonia, hello.
Hi, Sonia.
I really enjoy your food vlogs. Oh, thank you, Sonia. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. We love doing the food vlogs, actually. So we started off doing these as really pretty much as holiday vlogs, really.
Yeah.
And then we started to incorporate the food in there. And now we've really started doing a bit of mix and match of both.
Yeah.
And gone.
What food? What one caught your eye? What one that you saw and you just thought, yeah, I really like this one?
Minnie said I had a Fitbit, but then last year I had to get rid of it because the bands were giving me a watch. So I used my birthday money gift to buy myself an Apple Watch. Would you recommend it? I was looking at getting one of the either the Apple Watch, but Samsung do one as well.
Yeah, so they do. Yeah.
Having a look at one like that. Now, I did read somewhere with the watches that they do say they are very much a luxury item.
Yeah.
One person described it as this is one gift you don't need. Sienna, hello.
Hey, Sienna. How are you?
Don't worry, you're not late. You're just on time. Whenever you're on, you're just on time.
You're just on time.
How are you doing? You good? Yeah, so I just wondered if you'd recommend getting one. Is it worth it, or is it just a complete luxury item? I'm guessing you spent a lot on holiday during the pandemic. Do you know what we did? And that's one thing we've been really, really missing. For the load of lives that we've been doing, we've been sort of reminiscing on the holidays and what happened.
Yeah, holiday. Do you know what? We always talk about three things, which would be holidays, food, Harry Potter. So holidays, food, Harry Potter, because I think those are the things that me particularly I'm missing.
If you can miss Harry Potter.
Yeah, you can miss Harry Potter. I would miss going to Universal Studios.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
I miss going to Gringotts Bank.
Oh, yeah, I like the one with the Borough Market, the Ned and the Duck and Waffle one. Oh, God, yeah, the Neds.
You miss the Ned, don't you?
Oh, I really miss the Neds. Minnie said, I personally love mine. It works. Oh, so we talk about the Apple Watch. The watch. I personally love mine. It works good for me. And yes, they are a luxury item, but it has a good feature. I use them all the time. And it's got mine as a gift for myself. So I personally love it. Thanks, Minnie. I might look into that, actually, on your recommendation. Because I think that's one thing I do.
I think you kind of need an Apple phone if you're going to get an Apple Watch.
Oh, okay.
Only because they will marry up together and you can see all your stats on your Apple phone.
Also, not the watch, sorry, it irritated your skin. Oh, right, okay, give you a bit of a rash. Oh, and Sonia said, and the Inimo.
Oh, yes, Inimo, yeah. You like that as well, didn't you?
Do you know what, Sonia, I've got to say, with the Neds, I was absolutely gutted now. They've gone to membership only. Yeah. So it's to get into the Ned now, you have to pay £200 a year membership fee, and then the £75 a head on top. So that's a lot of money. We just thought to ourselves, we just couldn't justify doing it. So we went to the very last one where you don't need membership. We were trying to crunch the numbers and see, shall we do it? £200, we can go several times a year. It just wasn't worth it.
I still might consider it. I haven't ruled it out because I'm thinking it would be a nice place to, if your parents were coming to London, that is a place that I would like to take them. I would take my mum. So it is something that I would investigate, not at this moment, but maybe at a later date.
Well, Minnie said that's crazy, a lot of money, but still a nice meal. But wow, it's still a lot of money.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, if you saw the video, I mean, this is how greedy I am. I had 5 lobsters, right? So it's unlimited lobster, but it really is dependent on how much, not how much you can eat, because the food quality is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Really good. I must have had God knows how many oysters as well.
Oysters, yeah, because if you think about it, lobster and oysters are really expensive.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah.
When we went to Borough Market, I paid £12 just for 4. So it is pricey, and there you can have as much as you like, but you do pay through the nose. So like I said, it's 70 quid a head, but I definitely ate my fill. So I definitely have my £70 worth, but I don't know if I could then justify another £200 on top for the year.
Because the thing is, well, it depends. If you and your father went, you definitely.
Oh yeah, but we wouldn't go that
also,
often.
if your brother went, you definitely listen. If all 3 of you went in one sitting, they'd go broke.
Yeah,
all 3 of you turned up.
Another lobster, bring it through.
Bring more oysters. Well, what?
But if you want value for money, the Inamo was fantastic.
Yes,
it was such good food. I love oysters. Are the ones in Borough Market nice? Yes, they are. In actual fact, Sonia, they got loads of different types there. We must re-upload that video. But I show all the different types that they have, and the ones I went for as well. I forget what they were now off the top of my head. It was a few weeks ago we shot it.
It was a rock oyster, but you didn't get the creamy one. You got the other one.
Yeah, I got the flavorful one.
Yeah.
He said this is the flavor one. Get this one. This is the one he recommended. The guy said doing the selling. So he cuts them for you, puts them on a little bed of ice, and of course you can use the lemon. They've got the Tabasco and they've got the red wine vinegar with it. With the shallots. So you help yourself, but it is pricey. So like I said, £12 for 4 if you go with those ones. There are some slightly cheaper ones, but
around the market, but not at that specific store.
No, not that specific one. But I do love my oysters. I really love the oysters. I really enjoyed having them. I would try another store just to see what the
comparison.
Comparison what they're like. But they were very popular. So you actually had loads of people.
There was a queue. Yeah, there's a queue at the store.
A massive queue. And actually, if you go around the market, there are that particular one. You just queued and then you left. So there was nowhere to really eat it. So I had to stand up and eat it. But some of the other stores had little stalls you could sit on and eat them, little tables. So they at least had that. Have you tried? So Sonia said, have you tried Korean barbecue? It's amazing. I haven't. No, have you?
Somebody was talking about. I had is the Korean barbecue. Is that when you cook it yourself? So there's a thing in the middle of the table, and they give you the meat or whatever, and then you cook it yourself. Is that the one you're talking about?
That's interesting. Is there anywhere we haven't really? No. Is there?
I have. If that's the one you're talking about, I've done it before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is there any way you would recommend, Sonia? Do you have a restaurant in mind?
Somebody was talking to us about Korean food the other day.
Sonia said yes with the lettuce.
Yes. So basically, there years and years and years ago, because it was a long time ago, there used to be a place local, and it was called, I want to say it was called Zumo, and basically you had a place in the middle, like a grill in the middle, and they brought you your meat. You chose whatever menu it was. They bring your meat, and then you cook your meat. I brought a friend along. I'd been a couple of times. I brought my friend along because I thought it's quite a nice novelty thing. But she didn't enjoy it. She didn't enjoy cooking her own food. I quite enjoyed it. That's why I'd been
fun.
Yeah.
Mind you, I must admit though,
it'd be difficult for you because you don't eat meat.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm sure they would do other vegetarian dishes. Sonia said there's one in Holborn and there's some on Tottenham Court Road. Oh, well.
Whereabouts in Holborn? What's the place called? Is it called Korean barbecue?
I used to work in Holborn years ago.
Well, I know Holborn very well, so.
Oh, okay. Well, have a look at that actually, because we are looking for, and we must do Minnie's maple leaf. We must try the poutine.
I think we might. I'll have to take a look. Not next Saturday, but the following Saturday we could.
No, we've got the afternoon, the roast dinner book.
No, that's next Saturday, not this Saturday. We can't do the next Saturday. We can't do, but the Saturday after that, the second Saturday of September, we can do it.
Oh, okay, we could look at a Sunday actually because it's bank holiday, so we could look to do that.
Yes, we could do something this Sunday because it is bank holiday. Yes.
So I've got.
Oh, we'll look into that. Yes.
Thank you. So we will look into that. So we must either do one of the barbecue or make or leave. We must try and or we could try and do both actually.
It will just try and do both. What, you're going to eat both?
How big is poutine really? Is it a big dish? I can have the poutine there, go off somewhere else. I'm not sure.
I don't know what he's talking about, but yeah. I'm thinking two places.
Kimchi. Oh, sorry, kimchi. Sorry.
Kimchi. I'm wondering if that's on my list of restaurants. I'll have to have a look because I've got a list of restaurants that I'm ticking off as I go along that we're gonna vlog. And I'll have a look on it.
So we did Aqua at the weekend, but I think we didn't vlog it actually. It was a bit of a
yeah, we didn't vlog any of the. We went to two restaurants because we had breakfast at the hotel. We didn't go anywhere for lunch, and then we went to eat in the evening, and we were with our family. It was just difficult to be able to vlog while we were with our family.
I did vlog the breakfast, so at least you can see that.
Yeah,
Sonia said, have you tried the food in Camden? I was so disappointed. Minnie said it depends where you get it from, the poutine from, because everyone gives different amounts of chips.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what, we will do that. We did promise you we'd do that. We are trying to catch up, but we will get round to doing that one. Right, now, Sonia raised a very good point about Camden. Now, when I first came to London in the 1990s, about 94, I think I first came to London, I used to go to Camden all the time because I lived at the time in Holloway Road, which is a short walk then to Camden Market. And I used to love going, getting the food. The issue I found with Camden is the food is very expensive for what it is. The secret always was to go there about 4 o'clock, 4:30, because they're packing up. So they tend to give you a slight discount to get rid of it. But depending on where you go, I must be honest though, I have not been to Camden Market for a good 2 years, at least, maybe 2.5. But when I last went, the food wasn't too bad. There's so much choice. But I preferred the food in Borough Market. I think it's slightly better. That's just my opinion. That's my personal opinion. But which food did you try, Sonia? Did you go for a hot food, or did you try some of the pre-packed cakes or anything like that? Yeah, I find that with Camden, it can be a bit hit and miss because Camden is so touristy. And it's changed for me. It changed beyond all recognition. Like in the 90s, you go there, there'd be a few stalls, and you paid everything by cash. You had a few of the what I call not dodgy stores, but people would send different types of secondhand goods, and it was relatively cheapish. But now when I go, it's so geared for tourists, to the extent that I think to myself, that's what they're catering for. That's the impression I get, and I think that's why you had the experience you had.
Sorry to interrupt you. I always found.
Sorry, Minnie, I interrupt you. Minnie said, "I'm so hungry now. I have to go and get a snack."
I found Camden Market. Is it called Portobello Road as well? Is that Portobello Road?
No, it's different.
I found with Camden Market, and I only went once, possibly twice. And they used to sell used jeans, right? And they used to be quite expensive. And I didn't get the concept of why people wanted to buy jeans because they had been worn in when I was younger.
They like the worn look, don't
right? But to me, you could go to a charity shop and get jeans that had been worn.
Oh yeah, totally.
Right. So I did not understand the concept of going to Camden Market and paying more.
Now you're talking.
I didn't get the concept.
You're talking about the Rocket. The Rocket was very famous because that sold secondhand clothes. But you're right. There's no difference really from a charity shop.
Yeah, go to the charity shop.
But some of the clothes, it used to actually shock me that secondhand clothes were actually more expensive.
Yeah.
Than buying them firsthand. Some of them.
It was beyond me. And my friend used to. I had a friend that used to go, yeah, I've got these jeans, they're worn in, like it was the in thing. And in my mind, I'm thinking, but you could have just gone to the charity shop and got that. You could have got a pair of jeans, very good, worn in, as you want in a charity shop, instead of going to Camden Market because you're only paying because it's in Camden Market.
Well, actual fact, you've just given us an idea. Actually, I think we should vlog Camden at some point because we've never done that.
Yeah.
Oh, Sonia said the beer, is it Birria? That's it. Birria tacos was okay, but the Chinese food there was horrible. I'd binned it. It was a waste of money. The rice was tasteless and oily, but there are queues and queues for it. You know why? Because people are hungry and they're there. And again, I think, just my opinion, but from what I've seen, remember Camden's burnt down twice, maybe 3 times, right? They've had several fires there, and each time they redo and redo and redo it. And I've noticed it used to be that sort of really sort of shabby place, but I quite like that because it gave it some character. But now it's quite built up, and I did notice it's very expensive. And I did notice as well, I have had Chinese food there before, and the time, remember, this is going back years and years is real, but I agree, I didn't particularly like it at that time. I put it down to just that one particular seller, but I think it's because they cook it early in the morning and it stays in that pot for hours and hours and hours. Reheated.
The thing is, like, normally when you see a queue of people at the stall, you assume that the food is good. So, you know, I've done this many times. When I see a queue, go, God, everyone's queuing for that place. Must be good. Must be good. But I've queued for a couple of things, and it hasn't reached my standard. There was one place, and we went to South Bank, and I was looking for the place called the Frenchie, and they do this duck burger, but I only got it on the off chance, right? But that duck burger was so nice. I haven't tasted anything in a food market as nice as that duck burger. So if you are ever in South Bank, and they're also at Broadway, but I didn't find them when I was at South Bank, which was a shame. They're at South Bank, they're at Broadway, and I believe there is even a thing in Deptford somewhere. And it's called the Frenchie, or yeah, I'm sure it's called the Frenchie. There's one in Covent Garden. Don't get it confused because that's not the correct place.
Yeah, Sonia said, "Oh, I like the Rocket. There's one in Covent Garden, but I haven't shopped there in years." And then Sonia said, "Yes, I'm assuming about the food."
Yeah, I mean, duck burger is just, and what they do is like it's pulled duck, also confit duck, and they've put it on a burger on a brioche bun, and then you choose your cheese. They put some type of nice jam on there, and then you choose your cheese that you want. And they put a little bit of whatever greens it is that you want. I think I normally get spring onion or whatever. They put that in the burger. Oh, it's so delicious. And they put crispy
Onions.
Duck skin. It's truly.
Oh, Minnie said, "Oh, I've done that before at an ice cream shop. It was underwhelming, but the queues it had, I was disappointed by that. So I was so bamboozled by it." Well, this is it, and I do think you'll find that more in a touristy area, because locals will know it's poor, so they won't go.
Yeah.
But like you say as well, but and I've seen that as well. I mean, one of the markets actually we went to, that happened. Some guy was selling ice cream, and it clearly was some really cheap stuff he bought. And he's selling it at God knows how many times the market price, just, you know, putting it into a cone and then handing it out. But he knows that if it's tourists, they won't come back again. That's why I do think Borough Market's food is better, because you do get, I don't know why, I think they want that reputation of being good. It is expensive, granted, but the food quality we tried, bar 1 or 2 things, were really, really good. Camden, like I said, if it is tourists as well, and like I said, I don't want to diss it now because I haven't been there for 2 years, to be fair, maybe 3 years, but I think it is that it's only going to be tourists. We'll give them this, here you go, right, and we won't see you again.
Yeah.
And I was absolutely shocked last time I went to Camden as well. The prices are premium. They sell records you can get cheaper absolutely anywhere else. Sonia said, yeah, I heard it's better standard by a mile. Yes, I would agree. Would
Yeah,
you say?
I haven't. When I went to Camden Market, if we only looked at the clothes, so I didn't try any of the food there. To be honest, and my taste in food is a little. I expect something to be really flavorful and really delicious. Like if I'm just going to have a burger or a hot dog, I'm not expecting much from a burger or a hot dog. But there are some burgers that I've had in places, and like there was like you can taste that it's been homemade, and I really like that. When you bite into that burger, it's flavorful. You can taste it's been homemade and all that. But it's rare I actually eat a burger like that. To be fair.
Minnie said that I could have gone 5 minutes past and could get it not only cheaper but better ice cream. But I guess it was still good considering that this happened at the mall too. Well, this is it, and you just don't know. You do take a chance as well.
Yeah.
I always find though, if it's unmarked tubs with nothing in, you just don't know. Is it something cheap that they picked out and then ripped all the stickers off? You don't know. Minnie said, and the ice cream shop is gone from the mall, and it's cheaper and better ice cream place, but it's still there. So I guess they lost the who did the ice cream better battle. Well, no, that's true. But you aren't going to go. Like I said, you might try it once. If it's disappointing, you're not going to go there again. They do say that actually. There's an old saying apparently in restaurants, and they say that if your food is good, that person will come back again. If it's bad, not only will they not come back again, they'll tell 10 people, oh, don't go there, it's terrible.
Yeah.
So bad news travels quicker than good news. So it's always best to try and be on that premium. But yeah, as Sonia said, I would definitely recommend from the food quality I've tried at Borough Market, it is way better. It definitely is better.
But Mark and my taste buds differ because there's a place in Lanzarote. You always go there to get the ice cream, and I just think, what? I've tasted better ice cream. Once I've tasted better ice cream somewhere, I cannot then go and eat mediocre ice cream.
Sonia said, I think it was TikTok Mark. Yeah, but Kelly's so fussy. It has to be Haagen-Dazs or she won't eat anything.
It's not that it has to be Haagen-Dazs, but you know those. He says yes, but you know you get those ice cream places, right? And they show you a tub. They put all the delicious toppings on the top to entice you, but then they don't want to give you those toppings, so they scrape underneath. That's the sort of ice cream place that he goes to, right? So lovely cherry ice cream with all the cherry sauce. One day I went and I said, can I have the bits with the cherry and the sauce on it? Or I have to go and ask my manager. What do you mean? I'm paying you money and you need to go and ask your manager if you can give me what you're advertising, cherries and the sauce. Nah, you've already lost my business. No. But this one will go and eat there. But no, I can't. I have to have something where it's all mixed in. Don't give me vanilla ice cream. Please.
No, but Kelly also likes the name brand because that's one they trust. And I do get that. I'll be a bit more adventurous with the ice cream. I will try a gelato that isn't necessarily named.
Oh no, I will try gelato. I've been to many places where I tried gelatos and things like that.
Sonia came up with a really good idea. You should do an ice cream compilation video and rate them. That is actually a very good idea. Where it's tricky with that as well, because it's good to rate the flavors. But where you get something like Ben and Jerry's or Haagen-Dazs name brands, they'll do their own version. So they might do, for example, Haagen-Dazs will do, Ben and Jerry's will do fish food, chunky monkey. They'll call it peanut butter cup. They'll call it by their own brand name. Whereas Haagen-Dazs will do something similar. But if we could get, I think that's a good idea. If we do something like strawberry, chocolate, and then you just try the brands.
I mean, with Haagen-Dazs, I don't agree. I think if it's mint choc chip, they will call it mint choc chip. Or if it's strawberry cheesecake, they will call it, obviously there's cheesecake bits in it.
Oh, I see. So
if it's strawberry.
So I was going to say, Sonia said, like the Italian gelatos that we are authentic too. So yeah, so do a comparison, not just with the name brand.
I mean, if I see ice cream and it looks good, I'll always go and try it. But if you show me ice cream and it's just got toppings on the top and it looks like vanilla ice cream, I'm not going to try it.
Gone.
And there's been times when they give you a spoon of it. You know, you go and then, oh, do you want to taste some? And then you taste some. Those ones I like, because then I know, do I like it? Do I not like it? But there are plenty of places that give you a spoon and you can try the ice cream. But the one in Lanzarote, it's just the one place, and I've been there. And don't get me wrong, I've had the ice cream, so it's not like I haven't had it. And I always like to get 3 scoops of whatever, because I like to give it a chance. So, and Mark will go for either 1 scoop or 2 scoop. Me, I go for 3, and I'll say I'll take a scoop of that, scoop of that, scoop of that, right? And then I will try it, because then I know I'm going to get an informed opinion. But there isn't one flavor that they've done that I like.
Oh, so Sonia was laughing. So Sonia said, what flavors do you like the most? Now, Kelly and I differ massively. We like totally different things. So I'll let Madame go first.
I like all the sweeter type things. So I like pineapple ice cream, or I like I don't mind strawberry, but I feel like strawberry can be quite common. So I like a caramel ice cream, like a dolce de leche, or macadamia nut brittle, or something like that. But I really do a rum raisin. Yes,
I know more your taste than you.
Yeah, if you get, the only thing you're going to come out with is coffee. That's the only flavor he's going to come out with. I like coffee.
Now Kelly likes, like I said,
coffee.
Where her and I differ is that Kelly really goes for those really sort of not treacly, what would you call them? Caramel type flavors. So for me, I like to go more for the fruit side. Now my favorite is coffee. That is my favorite ice cream.
Yeah, that is his favorite.
But I do like, it's got kind of like the real fruity ice cream. So I love things like cherry, dark cherry. Love blueberries, delicious, although it's very difficult to get hold of here. And I do like Tutti Frutti, although nobody seems to like that one.
Yeah, I used to like Tutti Frutti when I was little. I don't like Tutti Frutti now. But if you were to take me up to an ice cream vendor, automatically I will look for, before I look for pineapple, I will look for like a dolce de leche type, so something with caramel running through it. But I also like caramel. I also like ice cream with bits in it. So when I say bits, I don't mean like nuts and things like that. I like things like macadamia nut brittle, where you've got that nice chewy sort of nut sensation. I like that. And I also like the fruity ones. I do like cherry. But I really like pineapple.
Which you can't, it's so difficult to get in the UK. When we went to the States, they do Haagen-Dazs in the States do coconut and pineapple. Yeah. And that is, I've got to say, that is delicious.
Yeah.
So Sonia said, yeah, rum and raisin and pistachio.
Rum raisin.
Heart emojis. Is that your favourite, Sonia? And Minnie, what's your favourite?
Yeah.
Anybody else is on? What is your favourite ice cream? What would you go for? So if you went to your favorite store, so whether it be Haagen-Dazs, name brand, gelato, whichever, and they had a whole troop of flavors in front which you could pick, what ones would you go for?
Rum raisin.
Minnie said that's too hard. All right, then, I'll help you out. So the person's there, they've either got a cone or a cup, and they said,
a cone.
Minnie said, don't do that to me. Oh, Minnie, I'm gonna have to push you now. Oh no, I'm joking. But if someone, so he's there with a cup,
waffle cone,
or a waffle cone.
I've got waffle cones in the cupboard, you know.
Yeah, she has. And they said to you, Madame, pick any of the 3 flavors in front you can have. What 3 would you go for, or is that just too hard?
Now it depends on what is on display. But
so this is an imaginary, so it's any flavor you want. They've got the whole lot there. They've got a massive range.
But it also depends on what the ice cream looks like, because like if it's just strawberry and it's just pink, nothing is inside it or something like that.
It's a top brand. Anyone.
No, but what I'm saying is, but like with some, you know, they've got like little droplets of like a jam, or like a droplet of the actual fruit in it. So it will depend on how it looks. Because if it looks tasty, if it's got like something interesting about it, I will go for that. So for me, I eat with my eyes. So if I see something, to be fair, rum raisin anything, I will always try it. And I want it to be nice and rum raisin. So rum raisin anything, I will definitely try that. I like like I said, macadamia nut brittle or dolce de leche, something along those lines. Something with a nice caramel. You know, when I say a sauce, it's got a nice swirl of caramel. So if the strawberry ice cream's got a nice swirl of strawberry jam or something running through it, that will appeal to me and I will get that. If you're telling me blueberry ice cream is just blue or purple, but no chunks of blueberry in it, that's not going to appeal to me.
Oh, so it's the top quality ones. It's got loads of chunks of whatever you want in it. It's there. What are your three?
I think macadamia nut brittle.
Yeah.
Rum raisin.
Yeah.
I don't know about the third one.
Oh, you'd have to think about the third one.
Yeah.
So Sonia's already listed two. I agree. I like it a bit textured. Minnie said only three. On then I would go chocolate chip cookie dough. Double chocolate. I see a theme here. Double chocolate and caramel and peanut. Oh, peanut butter cup. I forgot about that. Those would be my top three.
You go well with my nephew. My nephew would like that sort of thing.
Wow, double chocolate chip. So you like the sort of cookie doughy, chocolatey ones, and caramel. I love
probably cookie crumble or something like that.
Or all together on a cone, or cut with a waffle cone in it. Oh, that would be nice. Now, actual fact, Minnie, you've just got me thinking, because if you remember a few lives ago, we talked about the ice creams that are in Harry Potter World.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm just thinking, actually, I've changed mine because I would include the apple crumble one in there. Their apple crumble one from Harry Potter World was amazing. That was such a nice one.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it would have to be. If I'm going to have apple crumble, I actually want pieces of apple and pieces of crumble.
It did have crumble in it.
For me, from what I remember of it, it was only the flavoring of apple crumble. I don't remember bits being in it.
Minnie said, but all together on a cone or cut with a waffle cone in it.
See, what I normally do is get them to do in a waffle cone, but then I tip it upside down in a cup because inevitably it melts. And some of them, they don't really want to give you a cup,
No, I know.
I've been to a couple of places and we can't give you a cup as well. What do you mean? I've just bought the cone. Just put it over on a cup.
It's a good idea because it does start to melt all down your hands when you've got it in a cone. The one thing I was getting to in the States actually was the ice cream sandwich. So you get a cookie, ice cream, wedge of ice cream in the middle, whichever one you want, and they sandwich it between two cookies. That was really good. And then they tend to dip that in sprinkles.
Yeah. I don't go in for those types of things, I've got to say.
Lovely.
But
you prefer more just the ice cream.
When I was a lot younger, I would do ice cream sandwiches, but with wafers. So years ago, you could buy a wafer and you could just spoon the ice cream in, and then you'd sandwich it, and that would be your ice cream sandwich.
Sonia, you are so right. America and Canada have better selections than here.
They really do.
What really bugs me here is that just fact they have all these flavors, and then they get rid of them all.
He's talking about coffee, really.
Yeah. So Haagen-Dazs used to do coffee. They have blueberry. They, like I said, when we went to the States, the variety you could pick.
Yeah,
you come back
true.
here, and it's all the boring cheesecake. It's all the boring. It's about 5 choices in a supermarket, and I think, oh god, these are so boring. But I'm just assuming that British people just go for the same boring variety each time.
I think cookies and cream is very popular here, so you tend to find cookies and cream everything. So you get cookies and cream milkshake, you can get cookies and cream ice cream, you can get cookies and cream lolly on a stick and things like that. So I think cookies and cream tends to be that, and chocolate tend to be the two big popular flavors.
Strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate are 3 most boring flavors.
But they used to do just plain strawberry, which I used to like, but they don't just do plain strawberry anymore. They only do it if you get a box of 4. Then you can get your plain strawberry in it with chunks of strawberry in it.
You can, but it depends on the variety you're buying. Like if you're saying Haagen-Dazs and Ben & Jerry's, you won't get them in this country, no. But you will get things like Carte d'Or and those other little varieties.
And Carte d'Or is, for me, is a terrible ice cream. It's a terrible ice cream. Carte d'Or.
Now that's interesting. Minnie said America has way more than we do have here in Canada. But yes, we still do have a large selection, but the USA has so many different varieties. I didn't realize that, Minnie. I just assumed wrongly that you in Canada had exactly the same flavors you would in the States.
Yeah.
I thought, because obviously you border the US, so I just assumed.
Obviously, the trade would
would
be
that
back
way,
and forth,
but clearly not. That's really interesting. I thought it would be exactly the same. I mean, I was blown away actually in the States by the number of flavors you could have. We were going there, I thought, because I wanted to try them all, because we haven't got them in the UK. So I got, oh, they got this pineapple and coconut. I'll have that, and they've got peanut butter, and then peanut butter's here now, by the way. And they've got that, and they've got that, and we haven't got that, we haven't got that, we haven't got that. So I just want to try all these flavors, but it's a bit of a come down when you come back here. Again, you can have strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate.
Yeah.
Minnie said, no. They have many, many more, but our selection is still large. But theirs is even bigger. Right? Do you know what? I was shocked at that. I was really shocked. And is that certain brands, or is that right across the board? So, I mean, I'll give you an example. So in the UK, as I said, Haagen-Dazs variety is very poor compared to the United States. There are way more varieties of Haagen-Dazs in the States. Same with the Ben and Jerry range. You've got a very limited selection in the UK here, especially in the supermarkets. You can only probably get, I would say, and I'm guessing, but about 6 or 7. Yeah, Sonia said ours is so limited. But weirdly, when you go to, like you say, Carte d'Or and sort of these smaller, cheaper brands, they do seem to have a wider selection.
Yeah,
of
Carte
flavors.
d'Or do have a very big selection of flavors. I just don't like them. I don't. For me, Carte d'Or is too soft. I don't like the texture of Carte d'Or. It's too soft. I like a more stiffer ice cream. I'm not really a big fan of soft serve, and I find that Carte d'Or is quite soft.
Well, soft serve is like the cheapy variety. That's what you get in ice cream vans when they got the little
machine. And I'm
they,
not really a lover of soft serve.
They put it in a little cheap cone. Soft serve really is just creamy milk frozen.
Yeah.
And then they just pour it down there. So it's a very bland taste.
And I find that's how Carte d'Or is.
Oh, so yeah, Sonia said the same. Me too. I don't like Carte d'Or.
Yeah.
But this is it. If you don't like those varieties, then you are really stuck.
Because and Carte d'Or do have a big, as Mark says, they do have a big variety. They do. They're just not good ice cream.
Now, Minnie said that's for many brands they have, I think, but their selection is crazy. I wouldn't know what to get. I struggle here on its own picking up, but when I was in the States, it was crazy how many more they have. Minnie, that really does surprise me. I really thought that Canada and the US would have very similar quantities and choices, but that does shock me. So thank you for letting me know that, because I would never have guessed that. If we came to Canada, I would just assume that the menu is exactly the same.
Listen, I'd still have a good time.
I still would.
This. But we should. I mean, after the pandemic, we should look to go to Camden.
Yeah.
Really. We should look to go to Toronto. Haven't been in so many years, and it is one of my favourite cities. But, so that and Barcelona.
Yeah. But the ice cream thing as well. So thank you. Sorry, we will look at that. And I just say it might be a disappointing vlog because the choice is so limited. But yeah, so also quite pricey as well, because it's normally about £5 a tub here. So £5 a tub for a Haagen-Dazs.
For a Haagen-Dazs, yeah, and they don't even have a bigger choice. So the best time would have been when we went to the Haagen-Dazs store in London, which they don't have anymore.
No, and that's gone. So
There used
to be a Haagen-Dazs store in central London. The idea is they would sell loads of flavours that you don't get in the supermarket. So in fairness, you could get them there. Now, it was very pricey. For £7, you get 2 scoops, not tubs, scoops of ice cream.
Yeah, that depended on what you went for. So if you were going for like waffles or like actual waffles or pancakes, you get 2 scoops of ice cream. But I wouldn't go for that. I'd go for the cup where you got 3 scoops of ice cream and things like that, equally for £7. So it depends. It was mainly £7 for a lot of stuff, but it just depended on what stuff it was that you were having. So whether it was 2 scoops in, you could get 2 or 3 scoops in a tub, and that would be more economical. Or if you were having it on pancakes or waffles or something like that. But I would normally get it in a cup with bits of waffle cone in it.
So Sonia said it's thick and smooth and a bit eggy tasting sometimes. Sounds a bit like my omelettes actually. But yeah, I'm assuming you're talking about the cart door. Yeah, I know what you're saying. And Minnie said that's insane for ice cream at that price, and it was.
It really was.
I mean, like I said, it literally was 2 scoops and like 1 waffle or one. Like when Kelly's overselling it there a bit. It's not that much or 1 crepe. That is it. So it is very expensive. The reason,
1 crepe.
The reason why it was so expensive is because it's right in central London, Leicester Square. So the rent was phenomenally high.
Yeah.
And that is why they charged that amount. You wouldn't be charged that amount if you were at, well, there aren't any Haagen-Dazs stores outside London as well.
I'm going to have to Google to see if there are any Haagen-Dazs stores, because I definitely want to go. And you know, I used to love to get in TGI Fridays. They used to do frozen cocktails. Oh, they've changed up their menu and everything. There's no, so I can't even go and get a frozen cocktail, let alone my Haagen-Dazs ice cream.
Well, that was it. And of course, so the alternative as well, of course, is frozen yogurt. Now, Snog was one of the frozen yogurt places, which is in again in central London. They used to be really boring. You had 3 flavors, which is the 3 I always avoid, which is vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate. Purely, I don't mind certain types of chocolate, like Belgian chocolate, double chocolate, because that's a more interesting chocolate. But when it's plain strawberry, vanilla, or chocolate, and it always bugs me, because when you ever go to a restaurant and they'll say in the dessert menu a trio of ice cream, and it's always vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate,
or matcha.
So I'm always fascinated when they actually say trio, and it's not those 3, or they've got some other varieties, but inevitably it ends up being the 3 boring ones, I call them.
We went to Oxford and we had lychee, didn't we? That was really nice.
Yeah. So, but I was going to come on to it. They do now do a much wider variety. If you spot or watch our South Bank video we did with the food market, there is actually a Snog bus. So there was a big.
I forgot. Yeah.
Big red double-decker London bus, and the flavors they have were quite good. So I had the salted caramel, which was delicious. That was really nice.
I think it was Pink Bus, wasn't it?
Yeah, Pink Bus. Yeah. No. Was it Pink? Yeah, I think you're right.
It was. Yeah.
Pink Bus. You're right. And that was so they had a lot of varieties there. Sonia said, yes, the strawberry daiquiri, the frozen one, is insane at TGI.
You know what mine is? Barnum and Bailey's, but I don't do it anymore. I'm so upset. Barnum and Bailey's. Oh,
John, we haven't been to a TGI in ages. TGI Friday, it always reminds me of going to Florida. When we used to get off at Florida, we always made it a little thing that as soon as we landed in Florida, we get to International Drive, we go and have our first night. I don't know why. TGI.
Our first night would always be at TGI Fridays, and I would get, you know, the chicken strips with the glaze, the whiskey glaze. That would be my thing, and also sweet potato fries.
Yeah, and I always go for they have a salmon there as well. I'd always go for that.
You'd go for salmon.
And then we'd have a little, I don't know what we'd have to drink, but something to drink with that as well. But I've not been to a TGI in ages. When was the last time we've been? We haven't been to the one in London, not for a long time. I would say probably 2018. You went with Evelyn back 2018, 2019. We
went recently, but we only went for drinks. We didn't eat there. Although we did have a snack there actually. We had some chicken. So that was the last time.
I sent another vlog coming on for TGI. We'll have to do it at TGI.
My stomach's making so many noises.
No, I hope that is your stomach.
Making so many noises. I'm thinking, oh.
Yeah, we'll have to do the TGI one.
Yes.
Another TGI. That's another restaurant we're going to have to do. Purely for the length of time we've been.
But it's changed a lot now. It's changed a lot. They haven't got half the cocktails on the menu anymore.
Yeah, Sonia said, yes, same years. Minnie, have you been to TGI recently? Is there one near you? Have you been recently to TGI Friday in Canada? It'd be interesting actually, because I like to see the comparison between different countries for TGI, although it's the same brand. Same with where was the one? The Tom Hanks one. Bubblegum Shrimp.
Oh, Bubblegum Shrimp.
So we've been to Bubblegum Shrimp a couple of times in London, but I have not been, and I keep meaning to go. There's one in Florida.
Yeah, there's one at Universal.
Universal Studios, yeah, they have a Bubblegum Shrimp.
City Walk.
And I keep meaning to go there just so we can do the comparison, but it just never transpires.
And I want to go to Panda Express. Oh, I went to Panda Express when the first time I tried it. I think I tried orange chicken. I think it was in Toronto. That was the first time, and I got it, and I just thought, oh my god, this tastes amazing.
Minnie said I've never been to one.
Oh really?
You've not been to a TGI's? Oh, okay.
Oh, in my mind, I'm thinking Panda Express, but yeah, probably TGI.
Yeah, TGI's. Well, yeah, just because of the catch-up.
Yeah.
Have you been to a Panda Express? So
it's not going to be the best quality chicken and things like that.
Is there one here? I've never heard of a Panda Express. No.
There's only one. The only two that I know of, or even three. They're normally on a food court. You normally get them.
Oh yeah. Oh god. Yeah. Oh no. I know. Yeah, it's food court food.
Yeah, it's food court food.
I'm with you now.
And when you go to the when you do the I think they did. Minnie, do they call it the underground city where you go to Canada Square? Because they get all the snow, they've sort of built things underground so you can travel from one place to another, but underground. Walk in.
Minnie says she's never been to a Panda Express either. It's food court food.
Yeah, it's food court food.
I was sitting there thinking, what's Panda Express? And I remember now when we went to I don't know what it is. I'm not dissing food court food. All right, I'm not going to diss food court food, but food court food reminds me very much like Sonia said about Camden Market. It's food that has been there, sitting, sweating in a metal container for ages until they dish it up for you.
It depends on, first of all, it depends on where you go, because you would readily eat at any food court in Vegas.
No, I would do, to be fair, but
you would.
It's not something you go to thinking, yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
It's food court food. It's just something quick to go and get while you're shopping or whatever it is.
So Sonia said bubblegum shrimp was disappointing, but I went in 2014.
Yeah, it was. The first time I went to bubblegum shrimp, and that was in Leicester Square. You weren't with me. I'm sure I went with Vera, and it was disappointing then. Then we went another time, and it was okay. It's not, to me, it's not reached that level of, but I leave it years in between. Now, the last time when we went, we got that little cup, didn't we?
Oh yeah,
and I'm sure we were going before we were going on holiday. I think
we were. Yeah, that was right. Because the thing is, a bubblegum shrimp, it is what it is. I mean, basically, it's you pay a premium because it's owned by Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
And also,
is it owned by Tom Hanks?
Yeah, he owns it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't realise
he bought the rights to from
Forrest Gump.
Right, so basically, he created it. It's his thing.
Right.
And of course, literally, so you're paying that premium. So you are literally just getting a small little bucket of whatever it is, prawns or shrimp, batter. So you're not expecting it. It's like a very cheap version of fish and chips, but just with prawns and fries. So I can't
even remember what we had when we went. We do have to go and try it again. We'll video it. But the place that I found disappointing was Rainforest Cafe.
Oh, I've never been.
Yeah, I found that disappointing. I've only been a couple of times. They do quesadilla, they did do quesadilla, but I don't know if they did a pescatarian. I don't know if they did a fish one, but I remember them doing a chicken one, if I'm not mistaken.
It's interesting with Rainforest Cafe because there is one in central London.
Yeah, there is. Yeah,
and I see it there. Whenever and there was one in Vegas.
There was
MGM.
MGM, yeah.
And that's what you look at it, and you just. It's like walking into a jungle. It's just literally all these fake plants and all over the place. I do wonder like that. Is that just for the show? Every time I remember, I used to ask, let's go in here. You'd always say to me, no, it's rubbish. Shall we then go?
Yeah, I don't know how it is now. We should give it another try just to.
So Sonia said, I like the decor inside, but it tasted like frozen battered prawns from Iceland. I'm assuming you're talking about bubblegum
shrimp. Yeah.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, it's not. It is. I see that as a cheapy version of fish and chips. I don't know, Minnie, if you have a bubblegum shrimp or a Rainforest Cafe near you, but yeah, I do get what you're saying. It's tiny little prawns with some chips. As if you were going,
I don't remember it. I honestly cannot remember what we had.
It was okay.
And I've been there twice.
It's okay, but years and years and years and years ago, I used to go to Walthamstow Dog Track, right? Just with friends, just for a bit of fun to watch dog track racing, and they used to serve scampi and chips, very cheap.
I remember scampi and chips,
and that was better quality than the bubblegum shrimp at the time. So I do know what you're saying. I do get what you're saying.
I wonder if the quality is. It would be interesting to go and check the quality. But I remember going to Planet Hollywood when sort of like it first opened, and it was like really expensive for a bowl of salad. But the bowls of salad used to be huge, and my friends used to rave about it. And we went there a couple
so
of times.
Sonia says, "Have you tried Tim Hortons?" And I heard there's a Wendy's here.
There is a Wendy's here. There's a couple of Wendy's actually. And if I'm not mistaken, there was a Wendy's in Brixton for years. I don't know if it's still there, but there was a Wendy's in Brixton for years. And they used to do square burgers in Wendy's. The picture was the girl with the plaits, blonde hair and plaits. And they used to do square burgers. But I don't know if the one in Brixton still exists, but yes, there is a Wendy's somewhere. I'll have to Google and find out where that is. But yeah, you get Wimpy's as well. Very few and far between, but you still get them.
There's one actually near us in our local town.
Yeah,
Wimpy's.
there's not. Yeah, there were two, but the other one is closed down now. So I don't know about this one.
So Minnie said she went to Rainforest as a kid, but can't remember. They closed it now, and it's really far. Easy, and we don't have the shrimp location here. Okay, so you don't have bubblegum shrimp there. Planet Hollywood is so nice, says Sonia. I've never actually eaten there. And Sonia said, really, in Brixton. So your other thing you mentioned, Sonia, was Tim Hortons. I've never eaten there. Have you?
Tim Hortons. It does ring a bell.
Talking of bells, I was shocked to see Taco Bell is now in the UK.
No, there's always been a Taco Bell.
Really?
You went with us. We went to Newcastle. There was a Taco Bell there.
I didn't see the Taco Bell.
And Dean had a Taco Bell. But no, I have seen Taco Bell. Taco Bell are tied with KFC.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they're tied with KFC. In the States, they are. So normally, when you see a KFC, you normally would see a Taco Bell. However,
so Sonia said it's Canadian. Minnie said, I have it all the time, Tim Hortons, because it's Canadian. Oh, yeah, there you go. You both said.
Let me have a little Google.
So it's like my life. So, Sonia and Minnie, would you recommend Tim Hortons? Do you like Tim Hortons? Actually, while you're doing that, we're just Googling it. So, yeah, you're going to have a little look.
Yeah.
So, while you're doing that, Kelly's going to have a little Google. And what would you recommend if you do like it? From Tim Hortons. I've not actually. We're going to see if there's actually one nearby to see if we can actually have a look. If there is, it's going to be in London somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've not actually heard of Tim Hortons. So Sonia said I've never been, but I'm guessing it's good. So Minnie, it's down on you. Would you? Only joking. Would you recommend? So Minnie said I like the teas, coffees, and that during lunch at school. Sometimes to wake me up and saves my life during high school. But it's my thing. So apart from the tea and the coffee, what food would you recommend?
There's loads.
Oh, there's loads.
There's loads. I don't know where.
Oh, there's loads in the UK apparently.
There's loads in the UK. I'm just trying to see where the closest one. But I think they're far though.
Oh God, there's none in London. I am shocked at that. There's in Manchester.
Yeah, Manchester, Warrington.
Bury, that's near Manchester. They're all in Manchester.
Birmingham.
Leicester.
Milton Keynes.
That's the nearest. Wow.
Oh, there's one in Harlow.
Sheffield, Chester. So quite far out. Gloucester, Leeds.
Gloucester's coming soon. Leeds is coming soon. Wolverhampton's coming soon. Glasgow.
I'm shocked there isn't one in London.
There are loads, but none in London.
Normally the flagship is that they'll do it in London and then spread them out in the UK. But I'm surprised at that.
Maybe they want it to get popular elsewhere.
Have a look at the menu.
I just want a quick look at something. So
we're gonna have a little look at the menu. So Minnie said it's something like fast food kind of thing. But yeah, you have to be careful because some things do have meat. So Mark, read the ingredients in it. Also, I love it's like a stop we do in the car and that. Okay, so it's almost like a fast food. Is it like a McDonald's, Burger King type place? It's that type of thing, sort of fast food. Go in there, quick to eat. If it's the one we're doing, we're just having a quick look at the menu. Oh, I see. Hot. So it's got burgers. Right. So
Okay, yeah. So
it's like burgers one. Tim's crispy chicken stacked with bacon.
Crispy meatless chicken sandwich. Okay, so that's meatless.
Right, I got you. So it's burgers, wraps,
chicken tenders,
mozzarella. Right, I'm with it. Grilled cheese sandwiches. Right, I'm with you. It's that type of place. Interesting. I think unless
got the minis.
Unless we go outside for a little trip. Oh, they do donuts.
They do strawberry cheesecake donut.
I just saw that one.
Maple and caramel donut.
Boston cream donut. Strawberry vanilla donut. Canadian maple donut. Minnie said no, not really, but it's like bagels and donuts. Yeah, we just see that now.
Yeah, apple fritter donut. I get that.
Ooh, that looks nice. And tea meant to be like so when you're on the road, so if you're going for a trip, you're going somewhere, or you're on the way to somewhere, you go to Tim Hortons and pick something up.
Honey cruller.
Oh, that looks nice. And the double chocolate donut.
Nah, I'm all about the apple fritter.
The apple fritter.
The old-fashioned glaze.
You see, this is what we love about doing the lives of vlogs. You guys always come up with stuff for us to try. So that's something we will.
That is something I would do. If the next time, because sometimes they do a Comic-Con, like they do. So Collectomania at Milton Keynes, and sometimes we do go. And if we are there next time, that will be on one of our lists. Look, Tim Shake Maple,
Ooh.
Tim Shake Chocolate, Tim Shake Vanilla, Strawberry.
So Sonia said, is it a little like Starbucks? Minnie said, when going on a trip or anything, it's a must need to stop. We do it all the time. Oh, wow. Well, do you know what, Minnie? Actually, fact, what we'll do is when it does come to London,
all your lattes.
When it does come to London, which is bound to at some point, we will do a vlog on it so you can see what the UK version's like compared to the Canadian version.
I saw somebody put on their thing the other day. There's an egg slut.
Where?
There's in central London.
Really?
Yeah.
Egg Slut was a place we went to. Excuse the name, but that is actually what it's called. There was one in the Cosmopolitan Hotel in Las Vegas.
There was queues.
Oh God, yeah.
Queues for that place.
So what they do is they do little breakfasts in a box. So the idea is you take your breakfast on the go. Obviously all eggs, hence the name. And then you'll just take that and eat that. So that's right. We'll give that a go. Minnie said, we don't get milkshakes at Tim's here. That's sad. Oh, really? They are them.
They're here. Yeah, there's loads.
Sonia said, oh yeah, I saw that the other day. What, the Egg Slut place? I didn't know that as well. The Taco Bell, I didn't realize. Apparently, but I'm not that big on eggs. Apparently, Popeyes is coming to the UK.
Oh, wow.
So Popeyes is the chicken place, very much like, what would you say, a bit like KFC?
Sort of, yeah.
So that's supposed to be coming to the UK. I don't know if you got them in Canada, Minnie, but Popeyes is due to come to the UK quite soon.
I'm just having a look to see where Egg Slut is, because there's a little like van perched in the middle of somewhere, but I've just seen that there's actually a shop somewhere.
Oh wow.
Notting Hill.
All right. Minnie said we get ice caps, so it's like a slushy sweet drink with the cream and a bit of coffee, I think. Oh yes, Sonia said near Gooch Street.
Yeah, because there's one where the girls an Egg Slut near Gooch Street. Oh wow.
We'll have to have a look at that.
Definitely have to go there.
That will be definitely something for us to vlog. Thank you, Sonia. We will definitely have a look at that one. I love going to the places as well because we didn't Google. Funny enough, we didn't eat at Egg Slut in
we didn't. Yeah.
And that would have been a good comparison had we had done it. We planned to do it, but we kept going to the Wicked Spoon, which was our favourite buffet.
Yeah. Oh, the Wicked Spoon. That food is just like I said. Like with me. Mark can see like loads of food and he'll be attracted to that. If I see loads of food that's been sitting there, I'm just like,
oh, come on.
And you put food on your plate that you don't necessarily need or want. And I'll see that, oh yeah, I want to try that, but you never get just like a tiny bit of it. But whereas in the Wicked Spoon, they portion it out, so it is very small, so you can get a few of these things, and it just makes me happy that I can try everything, but not stuff myself to the point of, oh, I'm like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. I don't like that feeling.
No, but I do.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Sonia said, "Where's that?" So the Wicked Spoon is in the Cosmopolitan Hotel in Las Vegas. So that was right next to Egg Slut. So on the way to the Cosmopolitan, we'd always end up going there rather than Egg Slut. So we did want to try it. We should have done it.
Yeah, we should have. But there was queues. There was queues for that Egg Slut. It was 24 hours. That
yeah, it's 24 hours. Well, it was in Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sonia said Tim Hortons sounds so nice. It does. Those milkshakes, like maple milkshake and the strawberry milkshake, do sound amazing. Kelly's just on her phone looking at it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look for where the Egg Slut is, and they're only showing me the Notting Hill one. They're not showing me the Goode Street one.
I was absolutely shocked though that Minnie said they don't do the milkshakes in Canada. Or the one
Tim Horton,
the Tim Horton one.
Yeah.
I was surprised at that.
Let me do Egg Slut, Goode Street, or Tottenham Court Road. But there was one in Fitzrovia. Is Fitzrovia behind Goode Street, or am I thinking Fitzrovia is near Sloane Square? I get mixed up. Egg Slut.
There we go. We're gonna have a little look. So there are, and it's nice actually. We're getting these restaurants coming over to the UK and actually opening up.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Cheesecake Factory all day long.
Two, we are really wanting to come to UK. One is the Cheesecake Factory, as Kelly says. The other is Bahama Breeze.
Oh,
those
all day long.
Those are the two we are really looking forward to. So, as you go, we've done Bahama Breeze before. Bahama Breeze is absolutely one of our favourite restaurants on the International Drive. There's several International Drive in Florida, but we really enjoyed that in Florida Orlando International Drive. It's one of our favourite restaurants and go to. What was the other one I just said? I've just forgotten.
I said Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory, that was the other one. Cheesecake Factory was our old go-to as well. It's quite off the beaten track in Florida, but in Vegas, it's actually right outside the Caesar's Palace Hotel. So it's one of the places we always tend to go to. Really enjoy the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, and they closed Serendipity in Vegas.
Yeah,
where you used to get your frozen hot chocolate, and I just thought, oh, that was so sad.
But they do have Hell's Kitchen there.
Yeah,
the restaurant, which has very good reviews in Vegas as well.
Very expensive, but the next time we're going.
Yeah, we definitely will do that. We will book it. We always do that. We're saying, oh, that's a bit expensive when we get there, but because we haven't been for several years, I think we are going to book that.
Yeah, I found the one near Goode Street. Yeah, Fitzrovia, sort of. It's in between Goode Street Tube and Tottenham Court Road Tube.
Yeah, Sonia said it's behind Tottenham Court Road. I was walking uptown Euston in a nice location.
Yeah, it's behind where the cinema is on Tottenham Court Road. I know where it is now.
Exactly where you said it was, Sonia. We can just see it on the map there.
Yeah.
Not too far from the cinema there.
Yeah,
okay.
Because we've been to this cinema before. I can't remember what we went to watch, but we've actually been to that cinema before.
Thank you, Sonia. This is brilliant. This is really good for us.
I am going to check that out.
Our list is getting ever bigger for us to Google. We're really struggling to catch up, actually. Near the cinema, she said.
Yeah, go in there.
Excellent. All right, we will
go in there, and I'm trying it.
We will do a vlog. So we've got quite a few to do. So please bear with us. We will get them filmed, and we will get to them all one at a time.
There's a place where somebody was talking about these fluffy pancakes, and you could get them in Chinatown. And
are they the big, really thick one?
The Japanese
pancakes. Yeah, so I forget what they're called, but they're really big and fluffy, and they wobble.
Yeah. And I can't remember. But they couldn't get it in Chinatown, so they went somewhere else to get it. But they said they wish they had got it in the one in Chinatown. But they were thick pancakes. They had it with ice cream and everything else. It looked delicious. It looked absolutely delicious. I must find out where they're doing it.
Is it Hef 4?
Yes.
For sure. I think I haven't tried it though.
Yeah, I think that's the place because I think I saw that on their bag. I must have a look at it and try it.
All right, that's another one for us to try.
Yeah, it's only because I saw it and I thought, oh god, yeah, I've got to try it. Oh, my pad is over there. I've got about 1,000 pads, right? And I've got one with specific restaurants that I want to try and then tick off as I go along. You're probably wondering why doesn't she just put it in her phone? Because I don't use my phone in that way to go. I like to write it down so I can see it.
Souffle pancake, that's right. It looks amazing.
Souffle pancake,
I saw that actually. I was looking on YouTube and I saw them actually making it and how delicate the whole thing is. It does look fantastic. Yeah, no, exactly. That does look really, really good. We'll give that one a little go as well.
So when we go somewhere for lunch or dinner and then we go there to have dessert.
Exactly. Actually, that's a really good idea. Actually, this has been brilliant. We've had so many ideas come today.
I'm thinking, yes, I want to go there and try it.
We love like trying new places as well. I'm trying to think whether the other one we did in central London. Sonia said, "Oh my god, I want to see your opinions on that." I don't know if you've been, Sonia. I know I'm Minnie. I don't know if there's one in Canada, INAMO, INAMO, but the food was. I was blown away actually by it. Now the foods, depending on your taste, of course. So I don't want to say, "Oh, this is amazing," and you go there, this isn't special. But for a buffet, it's absolutely fantastic because they cook it fresh. It's not something like I was saying before. So Minnie said, I don't think they have one on here, which is a shame.
Yes, F4. I'm going there. We're going there. We're going to try it.
It's not all kept in like you're saying a normal buffet where it's all in like a metal container left to congeal. They cook it fresh. And what was great about it, it's got the interactive table. And I think, we'll play some games. But it's so quick, the food coming. You don't have time to play.
You don't have time to play no games.
No,
you don't have time to play no games.
And what's so cool about it is it's a little iPad on your table, and you just go dot on that.
As soon as you hit finger, boom, 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 it was there.
In minutes, it comes round.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. So I go bosh. Within seconds, I thought, what's all these? I thought, oh god, I forgot I ordered that.
You like the salmon with the jam?
Oh, that was delicious. But it was all good. It was all fresh.
Yeah.
Already, and it's a nice wide variety of food. You only get, is it an hour and a half?
Hour and a half.
So, and they literally kick you out.
Yeah, literally, they really rush you at the end. But I felt rushed at the end with the Ned as well.
Yeah, I think when they say an hour and a half, when you're an hour and 29 minutes, they are come on, move. Not rude, but they're literally chefed you out the door. They're gathering everything up, whether you've eaten it or not, and then you've got to go. So when they say an hour and a half, they mean to the second an hour and a half, then you're out. If
we went there to have something to eat, and then we went to Hefor,
I couldn't do Hefor after the moment.
Please.
What we also Sonia said, what were your favourites in Inamo? God, I should have to rewatch the film to remember it.
I liked the spicy fries.
Yeah.
The Chinese Chinese spice fries.
Yeah, so it's Chinese spice they put on the fries. I'm not a big fan of Chinese spice.
No, you're not a fan of it, but I really enjoy it.
You liked it.
So that was one of my favourites. The other one, they did pork, and that was a good one. Do you know what? I wasn't a lover of any of the chicken dishes.
Yeah,
so I got like the chicken wings and all that. They were only okay. But you know what I really did like? The aubergine and the cauliflower.
Oh, those were my two favourites. The aubergine and the cauliflower.
And I'm not like one of these veggie type people. I leave that really up to Mark. But the aubergine and the cauliflower, I have to say, was very nice. It was on point. And if anything was going to make me really enjoy veggies, it would be those dishes. Those dishes were on point. But for me, I really enjoyed I enjoyed the more veggie stuff rather than the meaty stuff. Actually,
that's interesting.
That was very interesting. I enjoyed the pork because there were slices of pork. Yeah, so the pork, the chips, the aubergine, and the cauliflower.
And Sonia said, I heard the cauliflower is amazing. Yeah, I agree. Do you know what? I ordered the cauliflower. Now, I don't normally get cauliflower because cauliflower on its own is quite bland. But this was so tasty. It was in a really fine batter. You dipped it into your sauces. It was delicious. I immediately then reordered another one of them.
I didn't even need to dip it in the sauce. It was so nice.
Yeah.
But that's the thing with all you can eat. You can get to try things.
Yeah.
That normally you wouldn't try. The miso soup was flavorful.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to fill myself up with liquid. I wanted to actually enjoy the food, and because we didn't drink, because it was like a bottomless brunch or whatever it was. We ordered the drinks with the waiter, and the waiter brought the drinks over. You couldn't, or if you ordered it on the iPad, you would have been charged.
What about the sushi? Now the sushi was interesting because a lot of the sushi was actually sweet.
Yeah, because you had the salmon, didn't you?
Yeah, and they had strawberry and salmon in it.
Yeah,
and that was actually unusual, but it was actually really refreshing. It was quite nice. There weren't, from memory, there weren't many sushi options.
There were sushi options, but I mainly went for the cooked stuff.
Yeah, we both did actually.
Yeah, I think we mainly went for the cooked stuff, and it was only that sliced salmon. Now, normally, when I go for sushi, I like to get the maki, and I also like to get the ones wrapped in with the rice with the orange. I don't know if it's orange caviar or something like that around it, but I really love those. I love those. I love the makis and that one rather than the slices of salmon and things like that.
One of my favorites is also as well. They had the octopus there, so it was like a ball of octopus.
Oh yeah, that was nice.
That was really good. I'd recommend you having that.
That reminds me though of the tama squid from Wagamama.
Yeah, it's similar.
I really love the tama, but it's so rich.
And the salmon was. I was just about to come on. Sonia, you took the words out of my mouth. The salmon was amazing. It was really, really good. It was really clean taste. It was making me hungry. I'm salivating.
I'm hungry. I'm thinking, what we can have.
But yeah, I loved it. The salmon was delicious. I love salmon too. So I'm a real big salmon fan. But it was so thinly cut, but it was really, really good. And that just melts in your mouth as you have it.
Yeah.
I ordered 3 of those. So I really enjoyed that. That for me was delicious, and it was just like really fresh taste. But what's good about it is you can have that blend of hot and cold food.
Yeah. Which is what I like with sushi. You can have a bit. But you know what my favorite? I love bao buns. Yeah, I really, really love bao buns. Pork bao buns.
The only thing my recommendation.
They didn't have any bao buns though.
My recommendation would be though, just if you are all trying to try one of everything, don't have too much of the noodle thing because that really does fill you. Some of the noodle dishes I found really filling. So if you are going to just sample everything, I suppose if you have to have the noodles if you want to sample everything. But yeah, if you order a lot, some of these noodle dishes are quite big. So I just thought to myself, I avoided those. I don't like wasting food as well. So if I order it, I go to eat it.
I think we ordered 1 noodles.
Yeah, and we shared that.
Yeah.
But I would definitely recommend trying that. The salmon you can have several because it's so small but so refreshing.
But we were ordering at one point. They brought us 2 of something, and I said no, I didn't order that. I didn't order 2 of them because we ordered 1 of everything. Unless we would put 1 order through.
Yeah.
Wait for that to arrive, eat the majority of that, then we put the next order through.
Yeah.
But on one of the dishes, they brought us 2 of that, and I said I didn't order 2 of that.
But you're committed to it as well. So I didn't realise that as well. If you had pressed it, I mean, we were adamant we didn't. We might have done by mistake. I don't think we did. But once you pressed it and gone, you have to have it. They won't charge you if you don't eat it, but
because it's all you can eat.
Yeah,
so,
but I don't like wasting food, so I don't want to have. I mean, some tables where I had piles of wasted.
Because I said, oh no. Well, as soon as he brought it over, before it touched the table, I said, no, we've already got that. We didn't order another one. He went back to the kitchen. And then came back from the kitchen, because we've made it, we have to give it to you now. And I thought, what, didn't anybody else order it? Couldn't you go give it to somebody else? But no. And Mark isn't a meat eater.
No.
So I can only eat so much. And normally, if it's anything fish or whatever, Mark will finish it off. That's not a problem. But if it's meat based, he's not going to finish it off.
No. So that was the thing. But yeah, I highly recommend Inamo. Really worth going. It's good to go with a group of friends as well because you guys can then share everything.
It's a shame Minnie doesn't have it where you're sorry, Minnie.
Minnie, sorry, they're talking away about it, and you're thinking, oh god. But yeah, it really is worth going to see. Well, guys, we've been going for 2 hours. It's been absolutely brilliant. These 2 hours have flown by. Thank you so much for all your suggestions.
Definitely, yes.
For Minnie and for Sonia, love the suggestions there. Thank you so much for that. We will be trying a lot more now. You've given us a lot more direction to do. We've got a load more to catch up, a load more to upload. So we will be cracking on with that.
I do have a list of restaurants anyway that we should be trying. So yeah, most definitely we're gonna try them.
But anyway, as always, we've had real fun. Thank you so much for joining us on our live. We will be back again on Friday at 6 o'clock, as we normally do, normal time. Oh yeah, thank you so much, Sonia. Looking forward to having you. Hopefully you can make us on our next live. So it's every Friday and every Tuesday at 6 o'clock.
At 6 o'clock. And welcome and thank you for taking part.
And Minnie, as always, lovely to see you. That's it for another vlog. We will see you on Friday, 6 o'clock. Until then, stay safe. And remember, you are never told to have fun. Bye for now.
Take care. Bye for now.